I've been in the education business 25 years. Like, if you ask me what business do you like, I like educating people. I try to give people what I was looking for someone to give me. I was very lucky to be at the right place at the right time. I was working at the Century Plaza Hotel in Los Angeles. This is 1980, we're talking. And a billionaire in the name of Edmond Bessari came in. And he said, listen, Cherif, I've been watching you working here and you're always a kind man. I'll show you his picture because this is not rich dad, poor dad. This is a real guy here. This is Edmond Bessari. I was here. I was 26, I think, here, 25 when I was working for him. This is in front of his chateau.
Nice, young, handsome man. I like that. There you go.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. And he owned actually castles in France. So this was his main residence, the Chateau de Madame de Pompadour, which is the Louis XIV mistress. I mean, the chateau is worth a lot of money. But the thing is, he said, listen, I see you so energetic. You're working around the clock. What are you trying to do? And I said, listen, I want to become a general manager. I'm only 20 years old. And he said, listen, come and work for me. I got properties around the world. I need somebody to speak on my behalf, handle stuff. I got scared. I didn't get excited. I said, well, I don't know anything about real estate. And he said, look, listen to me. If you can say what I need you to say, you can do what I need you to do with your energy and enthusiasm and your ability to learn, we're going to make it happen. If you can't grasp it and can't make it happen, then you lost your job. You lost your opportunity. Well, within a couple of years, I was his right-hand man. We started doing unbelievable deals around the world, France, the Caribbean islands, etc. And there was a lot of tax incentives that I learned from him and formulas. And he was a man of formulas. I mean, Harvard called him the man with two brains. He was based in Monaco. Monaco is the Principality of Monaco with tax exemption. Anyway, so I learned a lot how important it is to reduce expenses, do the right deals, having the right strategies, and most importantly, the right structures. So fast forward to many years later when I started making my own millions, he called me and he said, listen, Cherif, I've helped you. I want you to go and help 10 other people. Pay it forward. And that's really what excited me about, you know what, let me start sharing this with others. And I started training people. This is back 25 years ago. Actually, January 6, 1998 was the first time I did an official training. And it just went so big to my friends in the hotel business. Then they started inviting people and started getting bigger. And I realized what areas in the business I didn't know. Because if somebody asks me a question and I don't know it, I owe them the right answer. And within a year to 2 years, I became an expert. I wrote a book called I wrote one called Conquer Wall Street, but I wrote another one which is Blue Ocean Opportunities in Commercial Real Estate. It's on Amazon for like $1.99. I guess that's the cheapest I could sell it. It's really to help others. I figured if I can help others, what a great blessing it's going to be. I can send money, pay through a church, but to give my time and knowledge, I can transform lives. And the more success stories I got, the more exciting it got. And then in 2008, when the economy was collapsing, I was doing a training in San Mateo Marriott next to San Francisco Airport, because I have a home in Santa Clara. And this gentleman raised his hand and he said, Cherif, I've been watching you for years. I love your trainings. You're fun. You make jokes. You make it clear. But if I try to do this and fail, I'm going to get a divorce. I was embarrassed. I said, what am I going to do? I have 100 people looking at me. I said, okay, so what's your question? He said, can I just give you my money and you do it? So I said to the audience, how many people want to just give me the money instead of go through the training? To my surprise, the whole audience raised their hands.
Wow.
I said, write down how much you would give me if I set up a fund. We had 5.8 million in the room.
Wow.
You know, when you think you're so smart and then 2 years later you look back, it's like, oh my God, I was doing all this wrong. So the training programs that I have, I train people now. I have like a couple good programs going. One called the joint venture. I train people to identify single family buildings. I give them a training in detailed intensive day on how to talk to the broker, how to use my proof of funds with millions of dollars to get these properties under contract, and then how to use my tenant list, how to identify the location, who they want to be next to, and all this, all organized. And when a tenant responds, how they can get with me. I'm the one doing the training. I'm the one talking with them to the tenants on Zoom and locking them in. And we're doing a deal right now with McDonald's where McDonald's, instead of leasing, they want to buy the building from us. We're going to even make more money. So it's unbelievable. And it's through a student who's doing wholesaling of residential. And he said, my God, I can do wholesale of commercial through you and make like 10 times more on a transaction. Like, if you can put the pieces together, let's do it. He came to a training one day. It's changing his entire positioning on life. So we do that training. It's called the JV partnership. Then we do another training for those who have done it a few times or are good and up and running in real estate. And I say, like to you, I say, Moshe, you want to set up a real estate fund? Now it's better than a syndication, because if you set up a syndication, you're just going to set up an asset. You're going to get this apartment building, raise money for it. That's a syndication. A fund, you can set up something that keeps ongoing. It's not just one deal at a time. You can put mortgages, tax liens, tax deeds, residential rehab, residential development, commercial, 12 different types. And now you have a fund, like a mutual fund. And people can come in and can come out, and I show you exactly how we do it. I give the people the training. I have attorneys working with me. They're literally in my office. I have in-house attorneys. And we set up the people. And everything is done less than an attorney would charge them just to do their paperwork for the private placement memorandum. And we do it, and I train them on how to pitch people one-on-one and be in compliance with the SEC, how to pitch for groups. So I get very excited about the joint venture agreement, the cracking the code for real estate funds. And then we do some calls like once a month. If members want to come in and call and ask me questions live, everybody listens. So just very basic. I kept it basic and very much into the actual results, where we can have a symbiotic relationship to grow together.